Okay. Well, we're so glad that you've come out this morning. We are here to report on our visit with Representative Webster's office. We met with Elizabeth, his Deputy Chief of Staff. The meeting was very cordial. The bottom line is that Congressman Webster is still gathering data. No, don't say that. Don't say that. Because while he's still gathering data, we have a lot of opportunity to influence the result. If we had already closed his door, then this would not be good news. We have the chance to raise your hands and raise your voice. Got it? Okay. Now we're really glad to have Melissa here who can talk a little bit about the experience there. She shared her heart and why this matters so much for a person from this area. So Melissa, do you want to say a little bit?
Yeah. Woo. Thank you, everybody. My name is Melissa McGuire-Maniao. Proudly serve on the board of directors with the Florida Immigrant Coalition. I just wanted to share a little bit about my story. One morning on January 29, 2008, at about 7 a.m., ICE agents surrounded my home. They rang the doorbell repeatedly. They knocked and banged on the windows and doors, and they knocked until they woke up our daughter. The knocking and the yelling went on and on for what felt like forever. Thankfully, my husband was not home. 2 days later, as I was backing out of the driveway, 2 ICE agents pulled up and stopped me, and in front of our children, questioned me regarding the whereabouts of their father. That day, ICE brought fear to our home and our children. About 3.5 years later, ICE was back, and this time we weren't so fortunate. After taking our daughters to school, my husband pulled up in the driveway. He was apprehended and taken away. What was his crime? Coming to the United States with his mother in 1985 when he was just 17 years old. He's worked and paid taxes and contributed to our society. I believe working to feed your family is not and should never be a crime. Amen. By the grace of God, my husband was released in 3 days. He was released because we chose to fight back, and our community chose to fight with me. Thanks to the efforts of many organizations here today, I have my husband and my children have their father. And as of 6 weeks ago, my husband now is a legal permanent resident. That's great, right? But I stop and wonder how many other Hectors are out there? How many other moms and dads are in deportation proceedings that shouldn't be? How many moms and dads are deported and separated from their children every single day? More than 1,100 per day. It is sad that we're doing this to ourselves, to the children especially. But the time has come to stop this nonsense, to come together as a community, to support one another and join the fight. We need comprehensive reform now so that families can stay together. We need comprehensive reform because it will better our economy and our country. We need comprehensive immigration reform because our values of justice, fairness, and equality need not be words on paper, but a reality for our undocumented brothers and sisters. We need comprehensive immigration reform because it is simply the right thing to do. So will you join me and nearly 70% of Floridians in supporting immigration reform? Yes! All right. The best way you can do that is by contacting Senators Rubio and Nelson and your respective congressmen and let them know as often as you can that you support immigration reform. And don't stop there. Sign up to volunteer, be a part of the community actions in your district, and help us pass comprehensive immigration reform now. Thank you, everyone.
And what a better testimony. You want to ride the bus and come get that every place? I mean, that's exactly it. We have hardworking people in our nation contributing to our communities, and we're being torn apart by a law that doesn't work. This has got to stop. Your Senator Rubio has taken a significant lead in creating a bill for comprehensive immigration reform. We need to make sure that Senator Nelson follows along. And then we have to get every congressperson in Florida, because Florida should not be torn apart by a crazy law that is not serving us, it's not serving your economy, and it certainly is not keeping with any faith that I know of. So what we say here is that we're on the road to make sure that common sense, comprehensive immigration reform laws are passed now. We have a very narrow window of this summer to get it done. And the reason why we have a narrow window is that Congress is going to have to go look at the budget again come September. So we've got to keep their attention focused laser-like on getting this done. The only way we can do it is if we, the people of the United States, speak up. Speak up and use our voices. So there is this great thing you can do. You can see it up on our bus. You can text to 877-877 and put in the word nuns in the message. And you'll get into a sequence of text that will get you direct to your senator's office. Or, está bien, ustedes pueden marca 877 y escribe en la parte para el mensaje, hermanas. ¡Qué sorpresa! Hermanas, van a empezar un proceso y ustedes van a recibir una llamada con mi voz sobre qué va a pasar. Y después de este mensaje pequeño, vamos a conectarlas directamente a la oficina de los senadores. Entonces es buena oportunidad. Marca 877 para participar. Usa su voz, okay? Use your voice. It's important. We have to do it. Everyone can do this. Everyone can do it. So now we have our closing ritual that some of you learned earlier. All right? You ready to do it again? You ready for prime time? All right. I'm going to put the microphone down because we're loud enough without it. I think it'll work. Okay, here we go. So our message is this. Ready? Girls, ready? 1, 2. Raise your hands. Raise your voices for comprehensive immigration reform now. One more time. Raise your hands. Raise your voices for comprehensive immigration reform now. Okay, Florida, you can do it. We're counting on you. Keep an eye on your representative. Keep pushing. He's interested in more information. Every time you get a good story, especially about the economy, faith, or the hardship for families, let him know. So that way we will break open his heart and get his vote. Okay? We're counting on you. Thank you so much. Oh, a group picture. Fast. A group picture.
Everybody, right?
Okay, un foto con el grupo y nuestro autobús. Ándale pues, porque tenemos que...
Oh, okay. I'll make sure I get in there. Here, put it on my camera. All right. You don't want me to send it to you? Take one and send it to you? Okay. Can you take this? You don't want to let him. No, he doesn't have to be that far. I have to know. Come closer.
Okay, I need your purse.
Thank you. Hold on, guys. Don't move. Okay. Go ahead.
Now raise your hands, everyone. This is
Dance hands.
All right.
Thank you.
I got you 2 shots.
Ah!